Hello, people of tomorrow. Welcome to Medical Education Exclusive Talk Meet 2023 by AMSA-Jember. To start, let me introduce myself. My name is Berlin. I'm currently a first year medical student in Jember University and also a member of AMSA-Jember. Here, I am speaking as the moderator of the third episode of Meet 2023 by AMSA with AMSA Japan. I'm sorry. Before we jump into the main agendas, I would like to briefly explain about this outstanding event. So, as I have mentioned earlier, Meet is the abbreviation of Medical Education Exclusive Talk held by AMSA Jember, which a part of AMSA Indonesia, which in this event we will exclusively talk about living the life of a medical student abroad and their journey to become a doctor. With our special guest today, Hibiki Yamazaki from AMSA Japan. Hi Hibiki, how do you feel being here with us today?
Hi, I'm Hibiki from AMSA Japan, first year at Nintendo University Medical School. I've never really participated in events like this, so I'm really looking forward to knowing all of you guys, and I hope we can make this a meaningful time. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Awesome. And I'm actually so happy for having this opportunity to talk to you today. And I believe that all of our viewers today are also so excited to have this exclusive discussion with us. So, without further ado, let's get started. Allow me to introduce our special guest. Our special guest today is Hibiki Yamazaki, which is a first year medical student at Nintendo University. And as the head of the academic department of AMSA Japan, and a little fun fact about Hibiki. Hibiki does kendo, which is Japanese sword fighting. And with those being said, there is no wonder that our guest today is super special. So that was a little information about our guest's background. Now, moving on to the next session, which is the sharing session with our guests. So Hibiki, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. So, in today's discussion, we have five topics to discuss, and the first one is under the topic of paths to becoming a medical student in Japan, especially in Nintendo University. A little story based on my experience. To get into medical school, I need to take theoretical tests, which was held by the government, including math, biology, physics, chemistry, and so on. And now I want to know, how is the process for you to become a medical student in Nintendo University or maybe generally in Japan?
Okay, so in Japan, I think this is a common thing in most Asian countries and also like America and maybe like Europe. Becoming a doctor is pretty competitive and you have to go through tests. So it's probably the same math, biology, physics, chemistry, all the basic subjects, and you have to get in about like the top 5%. You take a test by the government, like the SAT in America.
Yeah,
So yeah, so it's pretty competitive. Yeah.
I see. I mean, it sounds very challenging. Yeah.
I mean, it was probably the same for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing that to have you here. We're now a medical student, and we basically passed those all, right? Yeah, and
Yeah.
as we all know,
Really awesome to be here. Yeah.
and yeah, as we all know that the preparation to get into medical school is a lot, and we need to deal with many things, including like mental health, because it was so mental draining, right?
Yeah, the last year. Yeah, so I don't know about you guys, but when you enter a medical school in Japan, you enter directly after high school. Is it the same in your country too?
Yeah, yeah, it's the
Oh,
same with
oh,
us.
okay. So yeah, so last year of high school was really hard. Yeah, I don't really wanna think about that. It was like really draining for me. So yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? We might face some kind of problems like that. And right now, I want to ask you, like, what are the struggles that you experienced in those process and how did you overcome them?
So I guess this would be a personal problem, but I'm not really good at math. So it was really hard to like recognize that I'm not good at one subject and try to get better at it. I've never really had that experience until taking the university exams. I was usually I'm so at everything, so I never had the problem of having to like work hard for something. So I think you can say that the entrance exams were the first time that I really tried hard to um do something. So that experience was pretty hard. The mental barrier that I had to get over to like, oh, I have to really work on this was kind of hard. So yeah.
Yeah, I see. I mean, I don't know what to say because I have the same I experienced the same thing with you. I am so in all those subjects and I'm not like I don't like specialize to like one subject. And I also was struggling because I wanted to be a veterinarian. And I also got into the vet school, but then my parents wanted me to, to try another shot for the medical school. But yeah, again, seeing from my parents' perspective, they want me to help people, right? And especially, for those who cannot afford like medical checkup, even for like medical checkup, they cannot afford it. And I mean, yeah, I think like those things are like the little thing that keeps me going, like that motivates me. Okay. And if you don't mind, I also want to know like what are the things that motivate you?
Oh, things that motivate me. Well, of course, becoming a doctor, that was the goal. So, I've I've always wanted to help people. That's been a really big thing in my whole life. So that was one motivation. But as to become like a doctor, but when you're like really at the moment and studying, you kind of like forget that. And so it was kind of like hard to like remember, oh yeah, I'm doing this because I want to become a doctor, like not for the prestige, not for the money. It's like really hard to keep on thinking about that. So, but yeah, becoming a doctor, I guess, yeah, helping people was my motivation, I think.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I see that from what you're saying. I think yeah, that is most likely to be like a personal problem, right? Yeah, but at the end of the day, we have that that lights that gonna like motivates us, that keeps us going. And yeah, so since we're like the first year of medical students, we still have like lots of great experience that waiting for us in the future. And our way is still like it's a long way. But have you ever thought about surviving medical school after all of the struggles or obstacles that you've been through?
Oh, have I ever thought about what?
Have you ever thought about surviving medical school?
Surviving medical school. Um, Yeah, well, I don't know. As I said earlier, I've always been so-so with my life, and I think that shows that I have like the vitality of like adapting to like environments. So I'll probably be fine anywhere I go. I'll just like, adjust my work, the level that I work in, so I'll be able to survive medical school. I think that's one of my maybe not a talent to places. So,
Okay, that's good. Okay, so our our discussion for this topic is like ending, and we are moving on to our second topic, and this will relate it to our daily life because we will talk about life before and after being a medical student. And yeah, to be honest, my life after becoming a medical student or maybe like a university student has extremely changed, especially, the transition after being in high school and into being like in a university is different. And we agreed before that being in the medical school is a struggle. And in my opinion, like surviving as a student is require even more struggle. So I want to know, how was your transition from high school to university?
so, well, I guess to me, it was kind of like the same thing. Like high school and university hasn't really changed right now. So at Juntendo University and like at most universities, med schools in Japan, the first year you usually do just do physics and chemistry and biology, all the basic stuff. So it's just like extended version of high school. So what I was studying didn't really differ compared to high school. So I think I didn't really feel any shock there. But one thing that I thought was that so being at the university, you see like doctors and nurses and other people in the medical field daily, and just like walking by them really gives you a good I don't know. It, it, it really my goal. I mean, I don't know if I should call becoming a doctor a goal or a start, but yeah, um, being at the university, so I think that's the difference between high school. Really close to what I want to become,
Okay,
which
I
is
see.
obvious though, but yeah.
Yeah. Since you're saying that it's actually like quite similar with high school, do you experience any culture shock in medical
Not really.
school?
So I go to a university in Tokyo right now, and uh, so
Mhm.
Tokyo is the capital of Japan, and I actually came from a more rural area of Japan. So I think Tokyo was the same as my place too. But I don't know, maybe this is I don't know if I should or at med school what I feel. So I don't know, like so I don't know. I had to adjust to that too. I am good at adjusting to things. So like, oh, we have to act like we're rich now. Okay, so yeah. So that was, I guess that was like a culture shock.
I'm sorry, but I think
Mhm.
basically this perspective where like, oh, you go to med school, that means you're rich, you know?
I mean, it is
Yeah.
kind of true and not. So that's like the funny thing. Like some people are just like, oh, I came from a public high school and like I don't have that much money and I'm definitely gonna become a doctor and make a lot of money. And some kids are like, oh yeah, my dad and my mom is a doctor and like I have tons of money. I don't really want to become a doctor, but I don't know, it sounds cool. My dad's also one, and like that was really interesting. Maybe
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
maybe I could call that a culture shock. Yeah,
Okay. Since you told me that you're actually moving city, right? So you
yeah,
weren't in Tokyo before.
yeah.
Okay.
I
I
wasn't
want
in
to know.
Tokyo.
Oh, okay. Okay. I want to know, do you have any lifestyle change or like daily routine change?
Yeah, so moving to Tokyo was really a big change for me. I used to live with my family, of course, in high school, and now I live alone. So I wasn't really the type of guy that in high school that makes like my own lunch and like make stuff. So everything was like a new experience for me. I'm still struggling, even though it's been like a year living in Tokyo, like making dinner and lunch. So that's definitely a change in my lifestyle. I didn't know laundry was so hard. Um, so I don't know, like every day I appreciate what my mom had always done for like the past 18 years. So I guess yeah, that was a change.
I see. What about the your daily routine from being a high school student to medical student?
Oh, so in high school, well I had class from 9, ended at around 3 or 4. And
Mm-hmm.
med school's probably like the same thing, maybe a little more shorter, but I definitely have class 9 to 12 until lunch at least. So I still am like I don't know, binded at school. Like I have to spend a lot of time at school still, even in university. So I guess that's the same. But living alone and living in Tokyo, Tokyo has a lot of things, new things, and everything's really I don't know, I guess new, so everything's really interesting. So there's a lot of opportunities and chances to like meet with people, places hang out. So that's a really different thing compared to the place I lived in high school. So I go out more, yeah, and play with people.
I see. Um, yeah. So that's you transitioning from high school to university. And I mean it is for me like I need to study even harder now in university. And I don't really have any like methods to study. And actually, it's pretty hard for me because I'm still looking for it, like which like study style that suits me best. And yeah, I'm still looking for it. I
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true.
What about
Yeah.
you? Do you have like
Yeah,
study
so
method
in
or like any habit?
yeah, so in high school I always studied with a pencil. I mean, mechanical pencil. So, and that was normal for me, but the moment I entered university, like everyone's like, "You don't have an iPad?" So I had to buy one, and I started using an iPad to study. So maybe that was a rich culture shock, but I don't know. Everyone has an iPad now, and there's this application called Good Notes 5, and everybody uses that. And you can also like some people use like Anki. It's like a flashcard application. So, um, entering university, I felt like I have to really be able to use these kind of tools to study. I guess that was a new thing.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I think that was rude to say that to you.
To me? Oh no,
I'm
no,
sorry. What?
nobody really
Oh,
said that to me,
okay.
but it was no, no,
I'm
no.
sorry.
It was just it was what I felt. Like, oh, okay,
Oh,
everyone has an iPad now. Okay, I'll buy one. But so it's not like somebody came up to me and like, "What? You don't have an iPad? Like, what, Hibiki?" No, it wasn't like that. It was just what I thought. Yeah. Um,
I'm sorry. I thought they were actually
it's
saying
okay.
that to you directly, and I was like,
No, no, no. It's okay. It's okay. It wasn't like that. Yeah.
okay. Now I wonder, what is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is biology right now. Yeah. I mean, basically
Oh,
medicine. Because like we
oh, wait,
do
wait, wait.
physics and chemistry, so.
Oh, I thought you already studying like, like they part it into like physiology,
Oh, we
pharmacology.
kinda. We did histology and we kinda did pharmacology, stuff like that, but we haven't really gone through the whole medicine part. So we just started. We have 6 years in Japan. Like medical school in Japan is 6 years. First years basically do study about things that lead up to medicine, like biology. Do you know cell cell biology? It's a really a famous textbook. We go through that. So stuff like that.
Oh, I see. But do you use this block system or different system in the university?
In medicine, like
Yeah.
when you're in block system, I don't know. When we enter medicine, we study first we start from anatomy. So we start dissecting the a person's body. So that starts from second years, and with that we also study each organ. So we don't like study each subject as a whole and like take a month or something. We start off studying each organ, and then we start doing the whole pharmacology or another subject, physiology and stuff like that. So we study organ by organ. So maybe that's I don't know, different from you
Oh, I
guys.
see. Yeah, that's quite different with us. We have this block system, which like so okay, for example, in last semester, so like in each block we have three blocks, right? And at the first block we had this, it was more like an ethic. So we basically learned a lot about the ethic, and then the second block we have this life cycle. So it was more like a lot of physiology and embryology, a lot of it. And on the third block, we had cell and molecules. And so, yeah, we studied a lot more about that. So,
Hmm.
yeah. And then we're going to have like this theoretical test at the end of the block, which is like the 6 week of the block.
Mm-mm. So what do you do in the theoretical block? 6 weeks?
Yeah, which is next week, and
Okay,
I'm nervous. Pray for me. Wish
yeah.
me
What do you do there? What
luck.
kind of tests are they?
Oh, it's theoretical, so it will be online, and
Ah,
then they're gonna give you like 100 questions for 100 minutes, I think.
that's kind of hard. Minute per
Yeah.
question. Mm.
Mm-hmm. What about you? Do you have like tests for
Yeah,
each
yeah, we have
subject or?
tests for each subject every semester. In our university, it really differs on the university, so I can't really talk on behalf of Japan, but in Nintendo, it's divided into 3 semesters, and we have about um 15 to 20 subjects the whole time. So we always have like about 15 tests to think about semester, and it's before summer break we have big tests.
Okay, 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 okay. After we talk all about the medical life and life as a student in a university, let's now moving on to our third topic, which is about medical educational system, especially in Jindani University. And we're going to talk a lot deeper about it because we already talked a little bit about it before. Yeah. Okay, so a little story of my university. In medical program here, we have four types of classes. The first one is the theoretical class, which given by the lectures. So it's like a huge class, and we all gonna study in this class with one lecture. And then the second one, we have skills labs, where we can actually like practice as a doctor, like a real doctor. And for example, we are doing anamnesis, yeah, or maybe we can check like a patient's blood pressure and something like that. And the third one is tutorial or PBL. It is like a problem-based learning. So they give you a scenario, and then you and your group gonna like talk about the scenario. And then the last one we have is laboratory class, which is like, in labs we can experiments about stuff. Yeah. And yeah, now I'm wondering, what about your university? Do you have the same thing or do you have any other classes?
Yeah, we basically have the same thing, I think. Do you like have all these 4 classes at like the same time? So like you have like lab in the morning, and you have, I don't know, doctor simulation in the evening. Is it like, does it work like that? So you have like 4 classes, no, right?
Um,
Like
it
throughout the
actually
week.
depends on the doctors that, yeah, depends on the lecture because um, like the day before, like 2 days again, it's gonna be Monday, right? And then we need to like confirm to the doctor on like at least on Friday or at least like on weekend, but we're not actually doing it on weekend. Like we
Mhm.
need to confirm to them like, can you teach us on this day? And if all of them saying yes, then yeah, it is possible for us to have all this for class in one day. And sometimes we have like two labs, and like for the theoretical class we can have it like three classes in a day, so it's actually draining. But if we do not have class, it's also like, wow, we don't have class, you know.
Mm-mm. Okay, I see. I guess it's kind of different in Japan. In Japan, we really have a curriculum given out by the government. So there's like amount of classes per subject that you have to do, and it's pretty strict, I think. So around that, basically, what the type of classes we have differs on the grade you're in. So like in first years and second years, we basically just have like lectures, all lectures for the most part, and we do a little of anatomy and some kind of experience, some labs. And when we enter our third years, we have half a year, I think. We just go to lab for the whole for half of year. So that's, I guess, the lab part. And we also do have PBL. I did PBL in the summer. It was like a health economics thing, and we tried to like think about ways to decrease the amount of money like costs used for healthcare in Japan. which is actually a really big problem. And simulations as a doctor, yeah, we also have that too. I think it's called I think it's based off something in America. There's a thing called I think OSCE, OSCE.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
OICE.
yeah, we do you have that in your country too?
Yeah, that's skills lab.
Oh yeah. So I guess we're the same there. Yeah, so we have that. So we have to go through doctor simulations too in our third year, fourth year, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So basically you're in your first year, you're basically just like recalling everything from high school before you actually jump into the medical classes.
I mean, maybe not recalling. I am doing new things. So, but yeah, basically, yeah. It's like I'm just like studying extended from high school,
I
similar
see.
subjects.
But do you need to like take another classes like a non-medical classes?
A what? What medical
A
classes?
non-medical class. Yeah.
A
Like
non?
apart from biology, chemistry,
Mhm.
physics.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of yeah. We have like lectures from doctors. They come from the hospital and other medical. Yeah, we do have like a lot of medical related, like medical ethics, medical law, things like that.
What about the like non-medical? So like other things.
Other things? Oh yeah, we have like no, but no, we don't really have non-medical classes. I don't know. I don't know what you define as non-medical, but I don't know. I think it depends on the way you think about it. Like everything does have like the potential to lead up to medicine. I don't know, at least in our university, all the subjects are like done like that. So we don't like have basic classes like history of Japan, or we don't have classes like that. It's all
Uh,
somewhat related to medicine.
it's different here. Like here, each semester we have to take like another class, like apart from the medical classes. Like for last semester, we need to take like a religion class based on, like your religion. And for this semester, we need to take Bahasa Indonesia for
Mm.
the
You have to
class.
take a religion as a
Yeah.
class? Eh.
Yeah.
I don't know, in Japan, religion isn't really a big thing. A lot of people in Japan don't really have their own religion, and a lot of people don't really believe in God either. And I'm actually
Hmm.
on that side too. So yeah, religion isn't really big in Japan. So I guess that's
Yeah.
why we don't have classes.
Okay. Talking about all of that, at the end of the day, we always have tests, right? And as I mentioned before, we have this theoretical class, but beside that, we also have, the one that you mentioned earlier, OSCE. We call it OSCE, maybe because we're just pronouncing it in Bahasa.
Oh, you call
And the
it
last one we have like
OC? OC?
OSCE.
OSCE. Oh.
Yeah, OSCE. And the last one is like practical class, like histology or anatomy. But the practical class is actually depends on the doctor. If they want to give you it, they will give you it. And if they do not want to give you like a practical test, they will put it in your theoretical class. So if I mention to you like we have this like 100 questions, right? If the practical test will be in the theoretical class, it will be like 120 questions. Yeah, in the test. What about you? Do you have like test or
Yeah, we have tests. Most tests are theoretical, as you said earlier, yeah, and it doesn't really differ on the doctor. But we always have like we can get like 5 years of like the like tests in the past. We can just get those from the teachers. So that's really easy for us because we know what to expect. And it's like basically like most subjects are like 2 hour tests with about 100 to 150 problems, and some are like you use a mark sheet, and some you just write down your answers. So yeah, most are theoretical problems, yeah.
so it's not online?
No, it's not online. It's on site, yeah. We take them at the university.
Am I breaking up?
yeah, I think your internet's a little weak.
Oh, oh my God. Wait. Um,
Oh, I think
what
you're
about
back
now?
now. Yeah, you're back. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So you're doing like a paper test? It's not online?
Yeah, it's not online. We do everything's a paper test.
I see. Well, I mean, it will be harder for you, I think.
Yeah, online tests. Yeah, our upper grades. So during COVID, like some tests were like done online, but everyone cheated, of course, and so everyone was like in a like a same call and like they helped each other out. So apparently that was a really big problem for the university. But I don't know. I feel like tests at universities aren't really made to like make you fail. They're more like most people pass, right? So like 90% of the people pass. So um I don't know. I don't really know if like cheating is that bad of a thing to do. Of course it's not a good thing to do, but I think as long as like the students like study and have the knowledge of that area, I think it's fine. So yeah, but yeah, online tests um aren't really a thing in Japan because everyone cheats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, when like COVID before, everyone is doing tests at home as well, right? But
Mhm.
they need to like put their device here and also like beside you so like they can control you if you're cheating or not. So they can see your desk. They can
Yeah,
see
yeah, yeah.
everything.
Yeah, same thing
Yeah,
here,
it's
but
hard
it
for
was
you to.
way more I don't know, it wasn't that strict. So it was just like show your hand or like something like that. So it was easy to get through. So yeah, everyone cheated in Japan. Yeah.
Okay, I think it's enough now to talk about school and everything. And it's exhausting. I don't really like it. I'm sorry. Now let's move into our fourth topic. Um, it's about Japan as a country and its culture, and I'm so excited to talk about it with you since you are a native Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know what are your favorite places to go in Japan?
Favorite places to go in Japan. Ah, well, there are a lot of places. Like the food is generally really good in Japan, my opinion. I used to live in America when I was little, and I still
Oh,
remember the horrible food. Yeah. So America if you pay a certain amount, I mean at least like I don't know. I don't really remember how much I had to pay, but you have to pay a decent amount of money to get good food in America. So it's like, let's say that you have 10 stores and like half of them are so-so, half of them are bad, and maybe one store is good. But in my opinion, in Japan, it's like eight stores are good, two are so-so. So it's really rare for you to get like a bad meal. My completely my opinion, but I think the food is really good in Japan. So no matter where I go, I really enjoy eating. Yeah, that's like a huge thing that I enjoy.
what about Disneyland?
Oh,
Do you like
Disneyland.
going
Yeah.
there? Maybe with your family or with your friends?
Yeah, Disneyland is fun. I live about an hour, well, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes train ride from Disneyland. And I've been there twice in my life, and yeah, Disneyland is fun, but not I don't know. An amusement park is an amusement park. It's like it's fun for the day, but like after that, it's like then you don't really remember about it. It's like yeah, well Disneyland is fun, but I don't know. I'm not really the well. I do love Disney movies. Like I really like Rapunzel. Do you know like the girl with the long hair? So I do like Disney movies, but amusement parks don't really do it for me. Like you have to like forget that you're in like reality, right? And you got to be like, "Oh, I'm in Disneyland and like all those actors are real." Like you have to like get into like the Disney mindset, right? But I'm not really like that.
No way.
It's not for me. It's not for
No,
me.
no, no.
So
This is hard for me to listen to this because I'm an amusement park kind of girl. Oh my God.
So okay, sorry. So you'll probably be like, oh, kawaii, wow, and I'm like, yeah. There's a dude inside there. Yeah. But yeah, I know, but I understand. I know girls be like that. Yeah, boy gang, we we believe in reality. I don't know, but yeah, Disneyland, yeah, it's fun. Disneyland is fun. There's
If
also
I have the
Universal.
chance to go to
Uh-huh,
Japan.
uh-huh.
Oh, what? I'm
Oh,
sorry.
there's also Universal Studios Japan. I don't know. USJ. There's also like it's like Disneyland, but they have like Spider-Man. So there's another one like Disneyland.
Oh,
They have like a
yeah. I don't know
Harry
because I've
Harry
never been to
Potter world.
Japan.
Yeah, we have like a Harry Potter world thing.
Okay. Okay, if I have the chance to go to Japan, or maybe like one day we can like, if I have the chance to Japan and you can be like, I have a friend in Japan, so like I can go see you. And what
Yeah.
what places that you would recommend me to go? Like where, like a tourist spots maybe.
Okay, tourist spots. Definitely. I don't know. Everyone like loves to go to Shibuya. There's this place called Shibuya, and there's like a Shibuya crossing, like a really big crosswalk. There's like tons of people there, so everyone really enjoys going there. And also like weebs, people who like anime. I'm also like a weeb myself. I don't know, most Japanese people are into anime, so I don't know what to talk about that. But there's also a place called Akihabara. So that's like an anime place. So tourists really enjoy going there. And there's also a lot of shrines in Japan. Like you take like 30-minute car ride from the center of Tokyo, and you can like go to really it's really cool. I mean like the temperature. It's really cool, and I don't know, cultural stuff in Japan is also really fun. Like Kyoto, we have a lot of shrines there too. So definitely Kyoto is a good place to go.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of weep here too. Like all of my friends, like almost all of them, they love anime. So yeah. Okay, we have reached to our last topic of discussion today, where we will talk about something special. Can you guess what it is?
Something special?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Special. Um, wow, special. I wonder what it is.
Okay, we will talk about AMSA. Yay.
Oh, AMSA. Okay. I guess that's special. Okay.
AMSA. Okay. Okay. Why did you choose AMSA as your organization and medical school?
Also, yeah, I think this is a really different in other countries. AMSA in Japan is really small. We only like have like 50 members, and is it like that in your country? Like we don't even have like AMSA clubs at universities. It's more like a organization where people find online and we submit. So nobody can really find the organization in the first place. So it's really small in Japan. I was wondering about that.
Wait, really? So like it's not so like not all of the university has AMSA?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm, I see. It is really big in Indonesia actually. Like its university has AMSA. Like um here in AMSA-Jember, I think we have like more than 100 member now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Wow.
there's a lot. Yeah, and we also have this like real like a region. Yeah, because there's like a lot of AMSA here, and each university has AMSA, and it's really big. But how did you find AMSA if it wasn't in your
Yeah,
university?
I actually found it in high school. I was looking through, I was always into like going out of school and doing extracurricular activities. That was like a thing for me. So I was before entering med school, I wanted to know what kind of things I could do. So I've always known AMSA in high school. Do you know IFMSA? IFMSA? It's also like an organization like AMSA. AMSA is like
I don't
Asia,
know
right?
that.
Yeah, if IFMUSA is
Yeah.
like international. So I got those two like I didn't know I couldn't really tell the difference of the two. So when I first applied for AMSA, I thought I was applying to 𝐼𝐢. So I thought I was applying to a different organization, but it ended up being AMSA. But when I entered
Mm,
AMSA, it's like really fun. So uh I'm fine there. But yeah, so I found it on the internet in high school.
great. I mean, it's good that you actually joined AMSA because AMSA is, I mean, for me, basically, AMSA provides like lots of incredible memories, and it is also like facilitating us with a lot of things, like for exchange and for like social stuff, or it will also like improve yourself, as a person. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's good
so
to
yeah,
like
it's giving
talk
like
with
lots of
new people.
benefits.
Yeah, I really enjoy these kinds of opportunities. So yeah, joining AMSA was really great for me.
Okay. Yeah, since it's pretty rare there, have you ever joined a like an event from AMSA that you feel like it was unforgettable, it's amazing, and can you describe how was it?
Oh, so I didn't really go there, but I participated. Well, I'm the head of academic right now, so I helped I couldn't really go, but there was like I think in Nepal, maybe somebody here might have been there too. There was I don't know, about like mountains and stuff. Sorry, I don't really remember, but I helped out there, the Nepal. I don't know how to call like the conference that you have at Nepal. The next one's at Taiwan, like the academic conference. There's something like that, right?
I don't know what that is, but yeah, our seniors have been there before.
Oh, really? Yeah, so
But
I helped up
yeah,
making like abstracts and like papers and slide presentations for the presentation at Nepal. So that was really fun. And I'm also at Nintendo, we're gonna have 10 Taiwanese med students come to Japan, and we're going to have an AMSEP at Japan. So that'll probably become like a really unforgettable memory. It's only been like 2 months since I joined AMSA, and suddenly I'm like the head of
oh,
academic. So we really are like are short on people. So I'm looking forward to making more I mean, good memories in the future, I guess. I'm still on the
yeah,
process of making them. Yeah.
I see. I think you need to like make it big in your university first. So like after that you can make it big in your country. So like, everyone will be interested to join AMSA, and yeah, you can
Yeah.
run lots of fun events, and like it will be very helpful to everyone.
Mm, indeed. Yes.
Indeed. Yeah. Okay, can I tell you a little bit about my unforgettable memory?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it happened yesterday. We had this social stuff. We were celebrating World Health Day, and we went to this elementary school, and I was also being the moderator. And me myself, I personally having a hard time to deal with kids, right? But yesterday I had to become a clown. So I really tried my best to be okay with kids. And even though I maybe it didn't come as good as how people thought how it would be. I mean, I'm trying my best, and I feel like, I grow there. So yeah,
I do you not like kids?
I like babies, but like
Oh, you like
kids, it's just really hard.
I mean, they do be like a stress. I don't know. It's like depends on the kid, but kind of stressful. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't like it as well?
No, no, no. I love kids. I love kids. I'm also thinking of like going to pediatrics maybe. So I don't know. I really like kids. Yeah.
Oh. So you don't have like a high temper. I believe that you're such a kind person.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really had the experience of like getting angry at people. That hasn't really been a thing for me. Like I don't know. I just adapt. I'm just floating around everywhere and I don't really think deeply about things. So I don't know, maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing. I don't feel so that helps me not feel anger about things. So because I don't really think deeply about it. So I don't know, it's
So
good
you're
in a
like a calm person, aren't you?
yeah, I think I am.
Okay. Now we are already here in our last questions, which is about how AMSA helps you throughout your journey as a medical student, even though you're only been here for 2 months.
So I think AMSA would definitely help me be able to like broaden my what things about things like I think about. So meeting new people is definitely a really big thing that I felt joining AMSA. It's only been 2-3 months since I joined AMSA, but I've already made like tons of new friends, and of course from other universities, other cities, other countries too. So that's a really good thing for me. And if so it'll definitely be good for your English too. Um Living in Japan, Japan isn't a really an international country. Like 99%, I think maybe 95% of people are completely Japanese. Like I don't know, like if you like put it in like Harry Potter, it's like they're pure bloods of like Japanese. So nobody can really speak English that well. So you don't really get opportunities daily to speak English. But joining AMSA, it's really been a change because like I have to talk with like people from other countries like this event, and so it's really been a boost for my English skills. Yeah. Also, it's really good for your CV. That's one thing too. Which of
Okay.
course everybody thinks is important. So
Yeah.
yeah, AMSA would probably like help you out in a lot of ways, like things that you can't imagine probably.
But I think for English for the English one, I think it's I mean it will be easier for you because you actually lived in the US before. So
Mm.
like yeah, you already have a good English and then AMSA is like boost your English, you know.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, Hibiki. That will be our last discussion of the day. What an amazing insight from our special speaker here, Hibiki from AMSA Japan. Thank you so much for attending and willing to share the perspective of being a medical student in Jintani University with us. If you don't mind, maybe you want to say a message or like a closing statement for our viewer.
Uh, Hello viewers. Hibiki Yamazaki, Japan here. I really enjoyed this session. Everyone was really kind. Everyone really probably thought about this session. Like the program was awesome. It worked on fluid with no problems. Maybe my mic problems, like my sound problems, were the only thing like that stopped our session. So I apologize about that, but it was a really awesome session. Thank you for Berliana. Sorry, I don't. Sorry,
Yeah,
oh yeah, thank you.
it's Berliana.
Berliana, yeah, I won't forget your name. Yeah, Berliana, thank you. And thank you, Saka. Sorry, I can't really pronounce you guys' names, but thank you everyone. Really, I really enjoyed this opportunity, and I hope this would lead to a better AMSA life for everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Hibiki, for having these amazing talks. It's a great opportunity to have a conversation with you today, and I hope one day we can meet physically. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll be
thank
waiting
you.
for you
And
at Disneyland. Oh, sorry, I cut you off. Yeah, I'll be waiting for you at Disneyland.
okay, okay, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, this is the third episode of Medical Education Exclusive Talk, Meet 2023 by AMSA-Jember. For our lovely viewers, don't forget to always catch up with our awesome content in our YouTube channel by subscribing and also visit our Instagram at AMSA-Jember. I'm Berlin. Thank you for watching and see you in the next episode of Meet 2023. Experience the incredible journey stepping ahead of capacity. Viva AMSA!